Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the virtual man cave. And tonight is a special night. It's the inaugural show of, give me 1 second while I pull a banner up, of the health and wellness with Arthur Sobers. All right. Like I said, on the platform, we're going to have many different shows coming up and whatnot. And this is the latest one to happen. Yesterday, not yesterday, on Monday, we had Unk Show, moments. D Rigger presents moments with Unk. And now tonight we have health and wellness with Arthur Sobers. What's going on, my good brother? How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh man, I can't complain, man. Another beautiful day above the dirt, you know? So so being that this is our first show on the virtual man cave, let's just give a little bit of rundown of how this process started. We do have our main show that we do every Saturday at 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m. The Virtual Man Cave podcast, which consists of me, myself, my good brother Arthurs. We got D Rigger, aka Unk. We got MLB Nate. We got Leo, the superhero. We got Troy, aka the coach, aka the chef. And last but not least, we got the mayor. You know what I'm saying, Corey. So one of Arthur's nicknames, besides the Panamanian Professor, what I'm saying? We call him Luke Cage, aka, what I'm saying, Johnny Get Right, what I'm saying? The Black Hulk Hogan RIP, rest in peace show. Um, you know, so we just wanted to extend on the program and on the segment and what Arthur's good at. So this way he can expand and talk about more about working out and just staying healthy and whatnot. So Arthur, can you let us know what motivated you and got you started into working out and the process to how we here today?
So it started in high school. I played high school football, ran track. Basically, it was to get stronger and faster. Playing sports. Weight training was a big part of that. So that's what basically started me out on this journey at 16, 17 years old. Just trying to stay strong, still trying to stay healthy. I was always one of the slimmest cats on the field, so I had to have some type of advantage. So one of my advantages was my pound for pound strength. I was a lot stronger than I looked, and
Okay.
I had speed too, obviously. So that was one of the things that kept me, from a lot of serious injuries.
So high school football is what really started the motivation. It started, like you said, working out, lifting weights. Being that now we are older men, we are in our 40s now, you know, what what was you able to do to help, throughout the time from a teenager up until now to keep it consistent with you going to the gym, working out, exercising and whatnot? Um yeah, and everything like that.
Uh, I just, honestly just fell in love with lifting weights. Um, and it was, I gotta be honest, it was a little bit of a vanity thing too, because I've always wanted to get bigger. Like I said, I was always a pound for pound strong guy, but I wanted to get bigger, and I was on a constant. What kept me lifting after high school
Um
um,
so Arthur, I just
was
want to let you know, just because this is the health and wellness podcast, I'm still gonna have to hit you with the pause, my brother, because this is a virtual man cave. You talk about you want to get bigger, right? Pause, bro. Pause, man.
nah, I was
Nah,
just
I know what you mean.
so no. I mean, it started and it was off and on. So I mean, like I said, I've been at it since 17 years old, but it was off and on. Um, but like I said, I just wanted to put on some size. Pause. Especially after I stopped playing ball. So
Okay.
so it was a little bit of vanity at first, but then I started feeling better about myself, and started seeing some of the health benefits as far as my blood pressure, my energy level, and other areas. Pause.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? I could dig that. So, you just saw that you started noticing the health advantages for it, and that's what kept you motivated. So
That's what kept
let
me
me ask,
motivated.
if there was somebody, just starting to work out, but wait, before you even talk about workout, can you let the people know about your YouTube channel, and what you got going on and where they can find you as well? Because I don't want people to think that we just started this and Arthur just started working out. Like he has a whole YouTube channel and everything that he has videos up and he's been doing this. And so we just wanted to highlight, more of what he does. We don't joke, we're not joking when he says he's a virtual man cave personal trainer. You know, he lets us know what workouts and supplements we need to take. So Arthur, can you please, just plug in your YouTube channel and your other social media sites?
Okay, so I'm on YouTube, as stated earlier. I also have a TikTok page. Haven't posted either one in a while, but I'm gonna get back to doing that. So basically, my YouTube page is Arthur Sobers the third at Basement Workouts 1012. My TikTok is just basic basement workouts. So check me out. Like I said, I haven't posted in a while, but I'm gonna get back to doing posting videos and tips on both sites.
Okay. Yeah, please do, because man, people's gonna need to, saying after this, people's gonna need to know, the workout and see the workouts, what they can do. But let's just say, somebody is in our age category, yo. They are in their 40s, yo. Um, and they want to start working out. What are some things and some tips that you suggest for people who are beginning, the beginning steps to working out?
Well, first thing I would say, especially like you said, if you're in your 40s, consult with your physician. Get a full health workup. Get all your blood work. Get your blood pressure. Get your prostate checked. Get your lungs checked. Get your cortisol levels checked. Get all your levels checked. Identify any health problems that you may or may not have. Once you check with your healthcare professional, you identify any healthcare issues that you may have, which may cause some limitations. Then you get the recommendations of what type of programs will be best for you based on whatever kind of goals you set. Then, secondly, you want to identify your body type. Okay, so there are three different body types. You got what we call the hard gainer, you got what we call the bulk guy, and then you got the guy that's in between. So,
So
identify
what's a hard gainer? What does that mean?
a hard gainer is what I was considered. It's give me a second. It's called the ectomorph. So that's the guy that's always the slim dude. Okay, uh, he's real lean. He's strong, but it's hard for him to gain weight. So that's the type of guy that I was growing up.
That's me.
See what I'm saying? So
That's been me my whole life.
right, and in all honesty, I was that type of guy too growing up. It wasn't until I was in I say my 30s that I started to gain a little bit of weight, and well, I'm gonna say late 20s. Okay,
Oh
so
man.
all right, so my late
Hold on.
20s is
Real quick. Art. Yo, shout out to the good brother MLB Nate the Great, yo. Real quick, yo, we want to let y'all know we do another show on the Virtual Man Cave. Like I said, this channel, this platform is open to many different shows and podcasts, just not the main one. We do Nate's show. I'm gonna put the air quotes Thursday, but it's really Friday at 10 o'clock. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Nate's in the West Coast, so his is a little bit earlier. Um, now he's in the Midwest, y'all. I'll just be messing with him. Um, but yeah, his show comes on at 9:30. We start at 9:30. We talk about everything about baseball. He's influential. He's smart. He's intelligent. He knows the game. We got to pay attention to the brother, yo. But Nate, how you feeling, my good G?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. How y'all doing?
Man, we
good, man.
maintain.
Good, good.
Arthur just said, I'm a Decepticon or something like that. As far as my body type, the way I gain weight and muscle. I don't know. What you said I was, Arthur?
Yeah, ectomorph.
Yeah, I'm an ectomorph,
Ectomorph.
man.
So the ectomorph
Power Ranger. I'm a
is
Power Ranger. That's all.
so nah. So the ectomorph is like I said. That's the real slim guy. Is what we call in the weightlifting world the hard gainer. So you're strong, you stay lean, but it's hard to put on size. Pause. Then you got the in between guy. Okay, so the in between guy is easy. He can put on muscle a little bit easier, but he's still lean. And then you got the endomorph. The endomorph is basically the big round chunky dudes. Like it's no problem for them to put on weight, whether it's bad weight or good weight. So,
Mhm.
um, these are the type of guys that can do, 3 sets of 10 and gain 5, 10, 15 pounds. I'm exaggerating, of course, but do 3 sets of 10 and just blow up, literally. Everybody else has to take more calories in to gain the weight.
Yeah. I don't know. It feel like every time I eat, I could feel myself burning calories while I'm eating.
Man,
I'm
shoot,
a
I
cat.
burn calories just by I will burn 5 calories just by standing up and walking to the door over here. I'm just telling you. So,
So let me ask. All right. So let's say after you get your body type, you get your blood work, and everything else. What kind of routine would you suggest for somebody who is just beginning to work out? Let's say they wanna bulk, get bigger, put some size on, and they like me, they a Power Ranger. What would you suggest?
well, you got to eat more because like I said, you have to intake more calories. Your caloric intake has to increase. Okay,
Okay.
and if you're trying to put on size, what you want to do is you want to I don't want to say lift. Well, you have to lift for size. So
Okay.
meaning, and then you can do what we call pyramid sets. So you do a set of 10, add on 5 to 10 pounds, do 8, add on another 5 to 10 pounds, and then do 6. No more than 4 sets. So you want to do 10, 8. So I'm sorry, you want to do 10, 8, 6, and then 4. Okay. So as you increase the weight, you decrease the amount of reps. And then, like I said, you increase your caloric intake, and that'll help you put on size too. Also, the good thing about being an ectomorph is you really don't have to do that much cardio to stay lean because that's just your natural body makeup. Now, you want to do cardio, of course, because you want to keep your heart healthy. You want to keep the
Right.
stress hormone down, but you don't have to do as much because when
Okay.
you think about it, the more cardio you do, the more calories you're burning, and you want a calorie surplus in order to gain weight.
All right. All right. So now let's just take the person on the other end of the spectrum. From me, what would you call them?
The endomorph,
Yeah. What would
yeah,
what would you suggest for beginning workout for them?
for the endomorph, you want a caloric deficit. Okay, depending on your goal, if you're trying to lose weight and lean out, you want a caloric deficit. Okay,
Okay.
so meaning you got to burn more than you take in.
So you suggest them do
So,
more cardio,
well,
and whatnot.
yes, yes, but also what you want to do is you want to do high reps, less weight, high reps, because you're gonna burn fat quicker that way. So somebody who's an endomorph and wants to cut up, like I said, they're gonna have to create a caloric deficit. Then you want to do 15, 12, 10, then 8.
Okay. Now, for somebody, when you say they got to increase their calorie intake, right? Would you suggest eating big meals, like a couple of big meals, or small meals, like grazing all through the day like a cow, just eating healthy snacks throughout the course of the day?
So I would say 4 to 6 meals a day. You want to have 3 big meals, and in between the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because those are going to be your big meals. Then you have small snacks, small healthy snacks.
Now, how important is breakfast?
For me, it's very important because you have to think about it like this, man. If you don't eat, what's your energy level like just to get through the day? What is your mental state like?
True D, you're gonna be cranky, man.
Exactly. And so you need enough. You just to walk out the door to drive to work or whatever. You need some. You need some type of substance in your body. You get a lot of people saying there's some people out there in the fitness world saying, no, you don't need breakfast. I'm not with that. You need to eat something. If you eat a piece, if it's nothing but a piece of fruit, because you need something for your body to function off of.
Yeah, sometimes I believe eating a honey bun for breakfast is good, Joe.
I mean, I
You
wouldn't
know,
say all that. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that I don't do it from time to time, but I wouldn't say that you make a habit of eating a honey bun for breakfast because
I
that's a
mean
lot of sugar, man.
a honey bun and a Mountain
So
Dew to get your day right, yo.
hey, you know what?
I mean, you got that. You could go to
Hey,
the gym, you could work out, you could do karate. You know what I
mm,
mean? You might be able to fight a bear.
you fight a bit if you want to,
Hey, two Mountain
but
Dews, anything can happen.
well, I say this, man. I'm not. I don't ever tell anybody to cut something completely out unless it's killing them, as far as food. And the reason I say that is because I still like my chocolate chip cookies, my cakes. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then I will have a honey bun for breakfast. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yo, but
But again, that's
I want to
I'm
know
not gonna lie. I'm
what
not. But see, I'm not gonna sit up and lie to you. And the reason I do that is because you need some type of substance, and carbs are not always bad. You know what I'm saying? A honey bun is carbs and it's sugar, but you need the carbs to turn into sugar to give you energy to
yo,
complete
you know
just
what's
everyday
funny?
tasks.
You know what turned me into a runner and whatnot? Because I do run a couple of 5Ks. I ran a couple of 5Ks. I ran a 16-mile race before and whatnot. But you know what really turned me into a runner? And I don't like running. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. I do not like running. It's uncomfortable. But it's more of a mental thing than a physical thing. That's why I do it. You know. Um, when I ran that 16-mile race, when I got to one of the rest stops, do you know what they gave us?
Probably gave you some sugar.
They gave me candy, dog. And I was looking at my
Exactly.
homie, and I was looking at my homie
Exactly.
because he's a real like he runs. Like he's
Hmm.
the one who got me inspired to run and stuff like that. So I was running the race with him, right? So I looked at him, I was like, wait, we can eat this stuff? And he knows how much I love candy and whatnot. He was like, "Yeah, this is fuel. This is what we need that sugar and stuff like that to keep
Exactly.
going right now. And this is exactly what you want to burn. Like you're gonna burn all of
Exactly.
this off." He was like, "You burn that stuff off naturally, but even right now, you need it more than anything, and we're gonna keep
Right.
going." That
Exactly.
and I'm not gonna lie, it was called the pickle race because you was raising money. It was a fundraising event, but I didn't know when you're dehydrated or you're close to dehydrated or you're just running a lot and you need to put electrolytes back in your body, yo, pickle juice is one of the best things you could drink. If all you need
Because
is like a shot glass of pickle
yep.
juice, and, yo,
Because it goes directly into your bloodstream. It
man,
rehydrates,
listen,
it reoxygenates and rehydrates your cells. That's where
like
dehydration comes from.
when
So
like
pickle
Mario got
juice,
the nah, go ahead, Art.
and so one of the biggest minerals that you lose when you sweat is salt. You ever notice why your sweat is salty? And that's why pickle juice is one of the best things because it puts the salt back into your bloodstream immediately,
So
and we
that was
and it
another
keeps
thing I
you.
learned.
Oh,
That's another thing I learned too. Um, runners keep salt tabs on them to keep salt. Like I'm like, salt gonna dry you out. They was like, nah. You need this. Like your body needs this right now. Yeah. I was like, hey, all right, I'll take your word for it. But if I
no, it's
die though, just
facts.
understand I got a big brother. He gonna come for you.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And if you see somebody that's sweating and dehydrated, the sweat turns white because that's all the salt they lost out of their body.
Nah, I'm just gonna say you dirty. Like, ew, you smoke crack. You dirty and you smoke crack. That's why your face is white. Ew. Like you a crackhead. I knew you was a crackhead.
Nah,
Nah,
you
but
funny, man.
so how often somebody who's beginning to work out, how often would you suggest they go to the gym or do some type of exercise?
Minimum 3 times a week. Minimum.
Okay.
Minimum 3 times a week.
So now let's just say somebody is not new to working out and stuff like that. Do you suggest going to the gym every day?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. If your body, if you feel like you want to go to the gym every day, you can. But just know this: your body needs just as much rest as it needs, just as much rest as it needs activity.
So um
So 5 days could be overdoing it in some
okay.
instances, in some cases, especially if you're new to it or you're just getting back into it.
All right, all right. So Nate, that just means because Nate said he runs. Well, Nate, what that time you said you run like 100 miles in like 15 minutes?
I definitely ain't say nothing like that.
It was something close and outrageous like that though. What would you say though, for real? Do you remember?
I think it was like what did I say, like 5 miles an hour or something like that.
For 10 minutes straight or something like that.
Yeah, I said I was on a treadmill doing like 5 miles an hour.
So I just want to let you know, Nate, just slow down. All right, you heard what Arthur said. Don't be coming out the gate running 5 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? Going 10 miles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just pace yourself, bro. Pace yourself. You don't need to do that every day. So the next thing, we could talk about because going into working out, people are gonna start. You was mentioning eating right, eating things and stuff. What what supplements or what supplement is good to take? I
So
don't get
yeah,
attacked by.
I'm out here in the, I'm out here in the woods, man. So
Yeah, you ain't
so
running.
I take I take creatine and I take protein, whey protein, or sometimes a whey protein isolate. I
Okay.
also do beetroot. The creatine, I do the beetroot for the blood flow, and it helps oxygenate my blood and help get the blood to the muscles quicker. I take creatine as a supplement to what we get naturally from our foods. Now, the reason I think supplementation is important is because whatever you exercise, whatever you intake in your body, as you exercise, you're actually depleting those stores. So the purpose of supplementation is to have a surplus of those minerals and nutrients that your body needs. Because again, you're exercising, so you're depleting them. You need extra. A lot of people don't believe in supplementation, and that's fine. And the way the food is, there's really honestly no way to get the stores that you need without supplementation. I mean, you think about it, like tuna is a good source of creatine, right? Tuna fish. But if you eat too much tuna fish, you're gonna get mercury poison, right? Red meat, beef, is also a good source of creatine. But if you eat too much red meat or too much beef, you might get high cholesterol. You see what I'm saying? So it's a mix between. It's always a good balance. You always have to have a good balance between the natural supplement. I mean, the natural sources such as the food sources and the supplementation. But whatever supplement you take, whatever supplement you are thinking about taking, again, consult with your physician. Because everything doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah,
And that supplement may react to whatever situation you have going on with your body, with the internals of your body.
I'm not gonna lie. I took creatine one time. I'm never gonna take creatine ever again in life, yo. Um, I had the jitters, the shakes. Man, listen, I was scared. Man.
So what kind of so here's the thing: creatine is not even designed to give you the jitters. What was in that creatine? And also read the labels, man, because I've been taking creatine for years and never ever got any kind of jitters or anything else like that from it. So
I don't know if it was a creatine pre-workout mix or something. I don't know, but I took it one time. When I say I was all fidgety and nerve, man, heart, man, listen,
Now
I
it's
was scared.
supposed to get. I
I
mean,
was scared
it's
to go to the
supposed to
gym.
give. Oh, now it is supposed to give you. It does give you a rapid energy shot for weightlifting and stuff. But like I said, you're not supposed to be all jittery and all that. So it must have been some type of caffeine or something in there too.
Listen, I don't know what it was. I threw that bottle right on out.
Yeah, it was something different, man. Different. But like I said, there are three different types of creatine. Though. So it's you got creatine monohydrate, which is designed to increase muscle mass and recovery. Then you have magnesium creatine chelate, which is more effective for athletic performances like football games, running marathons, and stuff like that. So then you also have creatine citrate, which is a lot of salts. Okay. And again, that's also good for endurance athletes like marathon runners and soccer players and things like that. Then you have um, creatine nitrate,
Mm.
which uh, it does pretty much the same thing. Well, I'm sorry, the creatine citrate is the salts, which replaces the salts that you lose. One of the main minerals you lose when you dehydrate, which is salt. The creatine nitrate is shown in beetroot juice. Again, that's another effect, natural supplement. I mean, a natural source of, supplementation is designed for to enhance sports performance.
Okay.
It says that beetroot and the effects of some nitrate content from beetroot. Evidence suggests that creatine nitrate is more bioavailable than creatine monohydrate, uh, meaning the body can absorb it and use it more easily in lower doses.
All right.
So,
So
go ahead.
no, no, go ahead. You can finish up.
Then there's creatine ethyl ester, which again is saying that it's more bioavailable than creatine monohydrate. Again, these are more for like endurance athletes and stuff like that. Like I take creatine monohydrate because I'm a weightlifter, and that's more beneficial to me as a weightlifter. Some, as you heard, some different forms of creatine have the same effects. It's just different names. So some of them have dual effects, some of them have the same effects. So, but again, if you're a weightlifter or anything like that, if you're lifting weights, no matter what your goal is, uh, creatine monohydrate is probably the best for weightlifting.
All right. So Nate, you hear that, right? Creatine monohydrate. That's the one you want. That's the one. You know what I'm saying? Co-signed by Arthur, because I ain't never taken no creatine. I don't care what.
But again, consult your physician. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying that. Consult your physician or your healthcare provider, whether you go to a Western medicine doctor or if you do a holistic doctor. And speak to them
Yeah.
first.
I spoke to God, and God said, "You can take that ever again, boy. You be stupid if you do it. You be sitting here right here. You be sitting next to Jesus, right here next to Jesus. Go ahead, take it again. You gonna give a high five to Moses? Play around if you want to. Mhm. Play around. Shoot, David will beat you 1-on-1 in basketball. You find out in a heartbeat.
Really? Yep.
So let me ask, what is, because I know people take the protein shakes and stuff like that, the whey protein. What is the difference between whey protein and the mass gainer? Or is there a
That,
difference?
it's the carbs and the calories. Mass gainer, like I said, if you want to gain mass, right, you have to have a caloric surplus, meaning you're intaking more than you actually burn. So that's pretty much the difference. Whey protein is a weight gainer as well. In all honesty, I think it's just the name. as
Okay.
far as mass gainer and whey protein, because I've taken both, and I haven't seen the difference between what they call the quote unquote mass gainer versus just a regular whey protein. I haven't seen any difference as far as um, the weight or the muscle that I've gained.
I mean, well, you are Luke Cage, so you really ain't gonna see too much. You do
No,
like three,
I'm
four.
serious. Now it's really again, and then you just got to look at the calories per serving and the carbs per serving because the carbs. I mean, I'm sorry, the calories is what's going to gain the weight for you. You know, but like I said, even when I was starting out, I started out on a whey protein, then I went to a mass gainer. I really didn't see a difference. I really didn't.
Okay, all right.
But
No,
again,
that's
that was just me and my body, and the results that I saw. It could be different for other people. So
yeah. Just like you could take creatine, and I'm never gonna touch that stuff again. No, no. I'm terrified of creatine. I don't know what it was. I had a headache. Life was not good when I took that thing one time. I was like, "Yep, never again." But so normally at this time, y'all, I will pull up a workout video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to snatch one up real fast. So, Arthur, can you explain one chest workout or a few chest workouts that somebody might be able to do in order to grow the chest? The top, bottom, the sections of the regions of the chest and stuff like that, outer.
all right, so you got. I'm gonna just go basic. Everybody knows you got your bench, you got your flat bench, you got your incline bench, you got your decline bench. Okay. If you don't have a bench, you can do push-ups. You can do push-ups on the floor. You can do elevated push-ups. One way you could do an elevated push-up is you can put your feet on a chair and do push-ups that way. You put your feet up on the wall, do push-ups that way. And you could also change the grip, so you could do push-ups. Narrow grip, right up, pause right on your nipples. Okay. You can do medium range push-ups, or you can do wide grip push-ups for the flat. Each way is going to work different areas of your chest. Now, uh, to get the underbelly of your pecs, you turn your wrists around. If your wrist is strong enough, you turn your wrists around and do push-ups this way. And what that does is it lifts your pecs up, as you can see. So if I could demonstrate, if you can see, so doing a regular push-up, wide grip, as you can see the different angles each grip is working, and then under underbelly. So you see how you do the reverse grip push-up, how it's
Yo,
pushing
Nate,
everything up.
don't it look like he begging? Help, help,
Yeah, I'm
help.
begging for these gains, man. That's what I'm doing. Begging for these gains. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's if you don't have any equipment. So of course you do the barbell, bench press, incline, decline. In all honesty though, the dumbbell, if you have dumbbells, is probably better. As a matter of fact, it is better than the regular bar. If you think about it,
Why
when
you
you
say
got the
that?
dumbbells, what's that?
I was asking you why do you say that the dumbbells are
Because
better?
you have more you have more freedom, more range of motion with the dumbbells. So so for instance, if you have the dumbbells, you can do it this grip, neutral grip, angle grip. When you have the flat bench and it's just one grip. See the difference?
Okay.
And your range of motion is better, is greater with the dumbbells. See the difference?
So you recommend? So what about cables? If you're on a
Cables are
cable
good too, because cables are good or machines are good because what the cables do or the machine does is it actually gives you a spot.
okay, because I'm a
It, it,
machine guy. I don't know about Nate. Nate look like he do free weights. I don't know. Nate look like
now, now the thing about machines are good, but they're also restrictive as well. Machines will give you a type of self spot because again, if you're doing a chest press machine and you can't move that weight, it ain't going nowhere. You don't have to
That's
worry
why.
about the bar or the
That's why
dumbbell
I like.
dropping on your chest, but it can be restrictive again because it's a machine. It's in a fixed position. See what I'm saying? So that's one thing to look at about machines. They're still good, but it's just something to take into
Listen,
consideration.
Nate, free weights. I do the machine. I'm a machine all day. Machines are safe. Nate the Daredevil, he be picking up the 80 pound dumbbells and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, Nate, you be all
80
right.
pounds though. 80 pounds.
All right, so
I
he
ain't
be lifting
Yeah,
messing
up.
with
80.
My
And
bad,
look, man,
my bad.
80 pound,
He be lifting up
80
the
pounds
90
is.
pound dumbbells. My bad, Nate. I didn't mean to sell you short. I put some respect on your name. You know, shoot.
So for somebody who don't work out like that, like something like that you think would be good for them, would it be something like maybe even if say they somebody that don't work out for a long period of time? Could maybe them doing like 30 sit-ups a day be something good for them to start getting into the practice of actually working out every day?
uh, I mean, I it could, but just be careful of your lower back. Start out to that point. If you're just starting out, you can start out with 30 push-ups a day. 10 sets of three. I mean, I'm sorry, 3 sets of 10. The curls. I would do leg lifts instead of sit-ups. In all honesty, because of the strain on your lower back, especially at our age group. You don't want to put too much strain on your lower back.
Okay.
And I would
Yeah.
actually also probably do trunk twists too. Again, just to take the strain off of your lower back. Trunk twists is just basically so would you just basically engage your core, suck in your gut, and just do trunk twists.
So, how do you feel about calisthenics? How important are calisthenics versus lifting weights and whatnot?
Calisthenics are beneficial, but you're gonna get strong calisthenics. You get your core right, but you're not gonna put on any size with calisthenics. You're really not. Calisthenics are basically to keep you in shape and keep you lean and keep your body active. Uh, Now, if you're just starting out, start out with calisthenics, and then you can mix calisthenics and weight training too. I do calisthenics, but I do calisthenics if I'm traveling and I don't have access to a gym or something. But again, you're really not gonna put on any kind of size with calisthenics. You keep your core tight, you stay in shape, but you're not gonna put on any size.
Okay. Now, how important is it to warm up and cool down after you work out?
Very important, very, very, very important, man. Because it cuts down on muscle strain. It reduces the warm up, cuts down on muscle strain, tendon strains, uh, cuts down on joint wear and tear. Also helps build a resistance to lactic acid.
Okay. Because
Lactic acid. Go ahead.
no, because I was gonna ask, because I'm horrible. I'm good at a warm up. I do my stretches, I get it ready, I get right. But when it's time for me to leave the gym, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the locker, grab my keys, grab my wallet, and pew, I'm out the door. You know,
Uh,
it
a cool down is good because it reduces your heart rate. It brings your heart rate back down to normal levels.
okay.
Okay. Now, um, and then you really want to after you're done working out, you really want to take your body out of fat burning mode because when your heart is when your heart rate is elevated during exercise, you're in fat burning mode. Whether you're lifting weights or whether you're doing cardio, your body's in fat burning mode. You want to take your body out of fat burning mode because um, there's really no need to stay in fat burning mode if you're not working out because then you got to go eat. You got to replenish, the nutrients your body just basically you just drained out of your body.
Now, just to clear the air for some people who may be wondering, is it good to take a protein shake before you work out, or is it good to take it immediately after you work out?
Either or is fine.
Okay.
Either or is fine. It just depends on your preference. It just depends on your preference. That's all.
Because I've heard places say it's good to take it after a workout.
It's
Like
good to take
immediately
it
after you
after.
work out.
I mean, either one is beneficial. So, you take it before, you got the stores that you need to get through your workout. If you take it after, you're replenishing your body. So either one is good. Either one, it really doesn't matter. It just depends on your personal preference.
Okay. Nah, that's what's up. So hey, what you talking about doing? You gonna be doing like 40 push-ups now? You got 40 a clip?
Oh, me?
You, right? Why you you see you think you like,
Like me? Like like I'm not doing
really?
40 push-ups a clip.
Oh, sir.
You I thought you was over there about to do, 40 a clip when you was asking Art, yeah.
I'm just asking questions for the people.
Okay, now he was like, it's for the people, it ain't for you. I respect that. I definitely respect that. So, so all right, how often, somebody you say working out and whatnot, what are some things you could do at home if you can't get to the gym?
You said you can do push-ups at home. You can do trunk twists at home. If your lower back can take it, then do the sit-ups at home. Um, there's basically push-ups and sit-ups and crunches.
How you feel about squats and lunges and all that good
Body
stuff?
squats are good. Body squats are good. I forgot. Thank you. I forgot about body squats. They're good. Lunges are good too. Lunges are good. Keep you stretched, keep you limber. And also build up, keep those quads and glutes pause tight. So
That,
Go
that's
ahead,
why I
man.
asked you about the sit. That's why I asked you about the sit-ups, Art, because what was it maybe about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago? Man, I could barely lift off the ground. I could barely do five without being out of breath. Now I can do a good 30 easy.
okay. I mean, like I said, if your lower back can take it, if you're good, then do them. I just um I just worry about the strain on your lower back. That's all.
I
But if
got
you're
you.
good, if you got the back support, if your back is good, then hey, by all means, knock them out. You know, and also, man, you gotta any workout program you do, you gotta know your body limitations. You gotta listen to your body.
Yeah,
And that's the important. That's why I say, consult your physician first, because your physician, if they do it thorough, yes, you can do this within limitations, or no, you can't. Look for a modified exercise that's gonna accomplish the same goal as this exercise. Because whatever exercise that you can't do, that you're limited, there's an alternative. There's a safer alternative. So always know that. Like you're not. That's the thing about the fitness journey and exercising and it's everything is not set in stone. It's all ambiguous. You know what I'm saying? It's it's,
So
it's so many different variations.
what would be a good alternative to what you call it, to push-ups? Let's say like you said, your lower back hurt, but you still want to do a chest workout. What is a good alternative?
Well, I mean, in all honesty, man, if you're doing push-ups, it really shouldn't affect your lower back.
All right.
If you're doing them right, it really shouldn't affect your lower back. Not push-ups, because you think about it, if you're doing a push-up, you're in a straight position. You see what I'm
Like you
saying?
said, if they
You
doing it right.
if they're doing it right. Now, if you humping the floor, pause, then it's gonna put strain on your lower back and your hips. So
If you're practicing on how to make a baby and not doing a push-up, you might get lower back.
right.
Right. You got the baby making push-up, you're gonna have lower back strain.
Right.
So let me ask, what is the proper body mechanics to do a lunge? Because sometimes
I
I
didn't
feel
hear
like
you.
what is the proper body mechanics for somebody who wants to when somebody's doing lunges?
So you keep your upper body straight up,
Hmm.
and then you just step out and you stretch like you're running, but you keep that upper body straight. You keep your back straight.
Okay.
Like you see some people doing a lunge and they're doing this when they lunge. No, if you're doing a lunge and you're leaning forward, you're not doing it properly. Because the lunge is strictly a leg exercise. You're strengthening your legs. So when you do a lunge, I can't, like I said, you just keep your back straight, you step out, and then come down, and then come back up.
Yeah, I be doing it all wrong. My back be hurting. Yep.
So either
That's
you
why I don't
got
like.
too much weight, either you got too much weight on the bar. Are you
Oh
doing it
no,
with the bar? Or are you doing it with the dumbbells? Or if you, like I said, if you're leaning forward like this,
this is
like if you're
bodybuilding.
leaning forward like this, no, that's not a lunge. That's an improper lunge. You got to keep your back straight like this.
All right.
See what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't be doing that. Just like I don't be doing no deadlifts. I don't be doing no squats with the barbell and stuff like that. I like the way my lower back feel. I ain't trying to hurt it no more. Mm-mm. I don't need that in
JB
my
out
life.
here, JB out here like them dudes in the gym trying to do a vertical leap, 6 inches in the air while he holding 150 pounds in his hands.
Yo,
That-
I stopped deadlifting, man, myself because I don't play ball no more. I don't. There's really no need to deadlift unless you play a ball.
Listen, I don't
You
need to
know,
deadlift because I ain't trying to deadlift. Ain't no need for it.
So I got a question about that, Art. Since you're a workout guy, what I don't know, is it just for social media foolery or what? What's with these dudes and some of these workouts I see in the gym?
like what? Like
You know the ones where they try to lift up the bench and all this other stuff at the same time and jumping at the same time. What's with all that?
you talking about the dude to be doing pull-ups with the bench like strapped to him and the bench is dangling while he's trying to do pull-ups and all that.
Yeah, stuff
Yeah,
like that. Him and other people up there. What's with this?
that's man. In my opinion, I think that's just for social media likes. In my opinion,
Them joints be looking crazy.
Right. I'm
I mean
keeping you.
it's crazy. I mean it's strong as hell. Don't get it twisted. But what average dude is you gonna think you're gonna get a 50-pound weight bench, strap it to your waist, and do a pull-up? Just get a 45-pound weight and a weight belt and do a pull-up that way.
Most people can't even do a pull up, let alone strap weight to it. Come on now. Half the people in America can't lift their own body weight.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's just for social media. You notice that craze ain't last too long. Those videos, they're not on there. There's no more new videos about that stuff.
I'm revoking your membership and telling you can't come back. I used to work with a guy like that. Like he just liked to lift. So like when it's time to lift up a stove and it's gonna be two of us, he like he got his little belt on. Yo, y'all little dudes get out the way. I got this. All right, fine, dude. You can lift up the refrigerator, the
Do
stove,
your
whatever you
thing.
want to do.
Yeah, go ahead and break your back. Go ahead. Cool.
Matter of fact,
Mhm.
lift up the whole truck.
You know
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying?
Like, look, hey.
We
Oh,
all
and
get
I'm
paid.
glad you bring that point up, Nate. Do not ego lift. Do not get caught up in the craze of ego lifting. Because when you start doing that, that's when your form is off, and that's when you risk injury. That's how I ended up injuring my spine and my neck because I was ego lifting
Listen,
and I lost my form.
there
So
you
so
go.
be real careful, man. Like, look, there's gonna be some days you go into the gym, you feel like you can lift everything in there. There's gonna be some days you go in there, you don't feel like you can lift 2 pounds. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but on those days when you're not as powerful as you were before, it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because there's again to every exercise there's an alternative, right? So let's say you normally lift 315, bench 315 10 times. You go to the gym next week and you can only get it, I don't know, 6 times for whatever reason because you're tired, you were sick the day before, you didn't eat enough. It's all right. Peel off a plate, do 275. Do 275 12 times. You see what I'm saying? So there's always different ways to do it. Don't get caught up in that ego lifting now. Do not do it. Trust me.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't take creatine, and that's why I don't deadlift and nothing like that. Yo, I ain't got an ego lift. What am I doing? I'm doing this like honestly. I know everybody has their motivation or the reasons why they exercise and why they work out. And some people might say my reason when I tell you it's foolish, it's funny, but this is the God honest truth as to why I go to the gym and I work out or I try to stay in somewhat shape. When I turn 50 years old, I still want to be able to hop a fence. If I could hop a fence at 50, I feel like I accomplished something major in life. Because I see a lot of older people that can't walk, run, or do anything. They're non-athletic. It seems like as soon as they get 50 or higher, everything just goes downhill for them. So if I could hop a fence at 50, I'm winning. I done lived 50 years on this earth, and I could jump. I could still jump a fence. I'm good. Can't tell me nothing.
So you know what you need to do then, right?
Man, I'm still gonna drink my honey bun. I'm still gonna eat my honey buns and drink my Mountain
No,
Dew,
no,
bro.
no. You know what you need. You need to squat and do calf raises. If you still want to be able, if you still want to have hops at 50 years old, you need to do squats and
Oh,
calf
oh,
raises.
oh, no, no, no. You think I mean run and just like jump a fence and clear it? No,
Yeah.
no. Them days is long gone. I don't care about that. Jump a fence. I still want to put my hand on the gate and still pull myself up and leap over it. There's a lot of people that can't do that. If I could do that in life, I'm good. I'm good.
Not. But here's the thing. At 50, you gotta think about that landing though. How you gonna land?
See, that's why I do polymetrics. Jump hard, land soft. Polymetrics, boom. I work it out. I mix it up with a little P90X every once in a while. You know.
He say that, but then he gonna go out tomorrow and then try to jump off the vertical on top of a fence. Watch. This why we can't never have my show on Thursdays.
Why he be doing? Joker be
Yeah.
doing parkour and stuff. Like you know,
Yeah.
good day.
I don't do parkour. I park my car. That's all I do. Ain't no parkour over here. It's just
Then
parking
he
my
send then
car.
he then he send then he send a message like, "Yo, Nate, Friday good for you?"
Yeah, why you coming for me, man? So now I
That
understand. See,
joke.
now I understand why we end the show. How we end the show. You be like, yeah, Jay, I'm gonna leave you just stranded on Lonely Island, yo.
Oh man.
Yeah, Arthur, it'd be mad funny every time we end the show, right? I'm like, all right, y'all, you know what I'm saying? God bless, good night. Thank you for coming on for tuning into the show. Nate disappear, and this is all you see. Me on camera trying to end the show real fast with the last couple of seconds. Then I look back on, like, oh, hey, everybody, yeah, we see y'all next week, yo.
It
I be
don't be
like,
intentional, man.
Nah,
I
it's
think
it's
it
nothing
is.
worse. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it was nothing worse than when we was when the whole crew was here, and then Nate disappeared, and then I called him. All you see was,
Oh, yeah,
yo, that
yeah.
was creepy as hell, man.
That
He's
was
like,
the
why you
funniest.
calling me? Like, yo, you good? Like,
Doing my best Undertaker impression.
he's like, yo, he was like, why you calling me? Like, yo, I'm not gonna call you no more. You ain't got to worry about
Yeah, he listen. He turned to red pops for Friday. My bad.
nothing.
No, get your tail in the car. I told you about coming over here and mess with these people. Nah, but that's definitely what's up, Art, man. We definitely look forward to hearing more information and getting more acquainted with working out, stepping out, and getting busy and whatnot as far as hitting the gym and staying healthy. Um, what is for you? What body part is the most important for you to maintain or for you to work out?
um, I mean, I guess you call it stereotypical, whatever. But I got two daughters, so my guns got to be right. You know,
Okay.
so somebody comes to the door, my guns look good. They like, yo, I'm gonna think twice about this. I'm just keeping 100 with you. My guns in my upper body, man. It's, you got, like I said, I got two girls. You know,
I mean, we all got daughters on this platform. I'm new to the program and whatnot, so I'm gonna be real with you. By the time my daughter start dating, I'm just gonna have to have a lot of real guns because I'm gonna be old. My nephew, my great nephew, and my son, they gonna be the goons. I'm just gonna be like, listen, boy, I'm gonna shoot you. You do something, and I'm shooting your kneecap right off. You don't have no kneecap for the rest of your life. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You might lose your calf muscle too. I don't know. I got a musket in the backyard. You never
not the
know.
musket, not the musket.
Gotta go old school, man. I'm gonna be an OG by the time she start dating. But now, like I was saying before though, that's what's up, man. Can you drop your social medias again so the people know where they can find you at?
All right, yeah. So my YouTube is just right here. Arthur Sobers the third, Basement Workouts 1012, and my TikTok is just Basement Workouts.
All right, listen, y'all. Head over to Basement Workout. Go check out Arthur Sobers and check him out. See what he got. 10, 12 Basement Workouts. It gets busy. It gets live, yo. Listen, make sure you tune in to this Thursday.
Friday.
Okay, Thursday.
To be determined. Hey, look. To be determined.
You know, this Thursday, potentially Friday, we got the MLB. We got the baseball rundown, weekly rundown with MLB Nate the Great. On Saturdays, we do the virtual man cave podcast. We got the whole crew. We got MLB Nate. We got the Panamanian professor, the health guru Arthur Sobers. You got me. You got superhero Leo. You got the chef Troy. You got D Rigger, aka Unc, and you got the mayor Corey, who pulls up sometimes when he's not signing documents, making sure the streets are safe out there in Newburgh, yo. Don't forget every Monday we do D Rigger presents Moments with Unc. All right, make sure you tap in, tune in. That's the internet favorite OG. You know he's gonna make you laugh, keep you entertained, and keep you know what I'm saying, give you some valuable information. Other than that, that's what the crew got for you guys, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's run these numbers up. So this way we can do more things for you guys. All right. Everybody who tapped in and tuned in, we thank you. We appreciate you. And before we get up out of here, yo, Nate, what you gotta say? What you got for the people, Nate?
Nothing.
Hey, we heard the crickets. Um, you know me, man. Listen, man, be cool how you be cool, man, and flow like water. Arthur, since this is your show, please, man, close it out. Take us home, brother.
All right, you already know what it is. It never changes, man. Always keep God first, diligently seek Him. Everything else in your life will follow and line up. Thanks for
Yo,
tuning in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's the first show. Much love.
yo,
Peace.
we appreciate y'all. Nothing more needs to be said. Love is love, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
See what I mean? He did it again.